Good morning. Welcome to Saturday. Down here, a sort of overcast, rainy day, but that's been the story of everything so far. What's up? Okay, let's see. The UN has suggested that Israel not advance or continue their plans to invade, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Rafah in the Gaza, and whoever, you know, I don't know how they're going to do it. Israel tends not to listen to it. And the UN really doesn't have a big historical presence. They're having trouble getting Nigerian troops into Haiti to help that country, so I don't know how they're going to handle this one. But you never know, you know. I mean, every once in a while you see the world has a backbone. I don't know whether that's going to happen this time or not. We'll have to wait and see. Also, Trump is going around trying to get the Republicans to pass legislation that will prevent him from going to jail ever. It's almost like an immunity thing, but it's because, well, they can't charge him, and state courts can't charge him as a president of the United States. I think our federal courts can't. State courts can. I got it mixed up. State courts can come after him if he's elected, even if he's elected president. And he's convinced that they're going to keep coming after him no matter what. And that should tell people that this isn't just a vindictive Democratic Party. This is a justice system that is going after a criminal. Just like they went after Al Capone and Lucky Luciano and all the rest of the old days. This is a guy they want, and they're not going to stop till they get him. He is he's been a criminal his whole life, and I don't care, you know, how you look at it. He's been dishonest. He's a liar. He's a cheat. And I believe in some cases he's an out-and-out thief. You know, I mean, you see other Republicans doing it. Where do you think they get the ideas from? From this moron who believes he can get away with murder. You know, there's some say that Hillary Clinton did get away with murder. I don't remember that whole story. I know there was a big controversy about it, and that there was a possibility that there was something criminal going on in the what do they call that? I don't know, fence gate, something like that. The real estate deals that he was going through before he was president, and one of the witnesses died or something like that, shot on government property someplace. That's, you know, I'd have to research that, and to tell you the truth, I'm not that interested in Hillary because she's a useless piece of crap now, and she's not going anywhere. So she's no longer a threat, you know, to the justice system or the American people. But Trump is, and Trump will be for a long time. You know, if he gets his full immunity, he's going to kill somebody. I guarantee you he'll do it. And he's even likely to do it on national television because this is the kind of creep this guy is. He doesn't let anybody tell him. He doesn't think anybody has the right to tell him what to do or how to, you know, he doesn't believe laws were made with him in mind. And it's not just him. He believes the laws were never made for rich people in mind, you know. Of course, the original laws were written by rich people, but that's beside the point. I don't think he accepts that, you know, the Constitution and whatnot. He doesn't believe in that. He thinks it should be rewritten. If that's the case, we don't need the Supreme Court, because that's what the Supreme Court's there for, to interpret the Constitution of the United States as it pertains to various cases and whatnot, because they think the language is sort of I can't remember that word. You know what I'm trying to say. It's not really it's legalese. It's hard it's hard for people to understand it. So the Supreme Court's job is designed to interpret and base and see if this particular case and what they're trying to do, the law that they're using against this person or that person, actually is constitutional? Is it, is it legal? Legal. All right. Let me see. I had something else here. Boy, if I could read what I wrote, I could, I could probably write a good book. Can't read it. Pressure for the. Yeah, all right. MTG is in trouble again, but that's beside the point. She's always in trouble. She thrives on that. That's her deal. Like Trump, he thrives in a world of chaos. It's quite possible she may not get reelected this time around. Who knows? But let's face it, if you look at everything that's being printed right now, everything I'm saying and everybody else is saying about Trump being a dishonest person and all this, that, and the other thing, it doesn't appear, to be honest with you, that it makes any difference. He's right now is predicted to win the presidency, which will be the end of democracy. You know, they're going after Alito and Thomas in the Supreme Court, which would quite possibly have something to do with their being able to stop them or not, but I doubt it. Politicians are, what is the term I want to use? Actually pardoning themselves before they get convicted by just, they don't care. Donald Trump is the worst example of a human being or a leader this country's ever had. Okay, you say he's the greatest, but he's this, that, and the other thing. He's a great businessman. He isn't a great businessman. He's bankrupt just about every business he's been involved in. He's like I said yesterday, he's cash poor. He's worth what they say the buildings are worth, and the buildings, as they get older, depreciate. They don't increase in value. Every year his wealth doesn't increase, it decreases. Based upon the fact that the property is decreasing in value, not the property, the building, the property that his hotels and whatnot are built on is very valuable. It's extremely valuable in New York City, but the hotel itself, as a viable entity, is, But that's how it became. I don't know. He when he was president, he used to farm business to them, from foreign countries, because the Americans don't pay. They're not going to go pay Trump's ridiculous rates. Trump used to give them the rooms so he could get, later on they'd be indebted to him somehow or another. That's his whole deal. He wants people indebted to him. I've never met him personally. I said the only member of his family I met personally is now deceased was his sister, who was I think an appellate court judge someplace out there around New York or something like that. I'm not sure what. And she seemed like a fairly reasonable and intelligent person. She didn't lord it all over everybody that she was a justice, or that she actually kept quiet about being Trump's sister. Trump supposedly went to visit her one time at the restaurant where my students, the bartending students, which I had taught, were working, and they found out that, and he just came across as a scumbag. He's not people don't like him. People that like him are looking for something. The average person that meets Donald Trump doesn't like him. They just have no opinion at all, because he's not believable, but yet there's a class of people out there, and this has happened before in American politics, where people get so fed up with what's going on, and they do nothing this or they do nothing that they want to change, and they want to install, it happens everywhere in the world, you want to install a new government. Well, first of all, a new government can't do anything right away. It takes time and energy, they can, unless they're a totalitarian society and they go out and shoot their opponents and everything, which is what Trump wants. I don't know if he's going to get it. I don't know, if everything he wants to do will be able to go through. But if there is a Republican House and a Republican Senate, we're in deep shit. Because all these laws that he's talking about, he wants to keep him out of jail. You know, because he knows he's going to jail. He knows he's guilty. He knows this is going to happen. I laugh at this, and I think the rest of the world does too. Any sane person that watches this crap has to laugh at it. You know, he knows he's guilty. He's not innocent of these charges or that charges. If anything, I believe he's guilty of treason in the document case, because I believe if they hadn't caught him, he would have sold those documents to Putin, to XI. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I just call him XI, or somebody else. You know, the problem with a guy like that in office is that survives on chaos. After you run your political chaos and there's nothing else left to do, you start a war. You know? Given the opportunity, he'd sell Taiwan to China in a heartbeat. He'd just give up on it and walk away from it. He wouldn't care. He believes he can negotiate the safety of the United States when all of these people that are out there, all our enemies that are out there, big and small, are counting on this prick getting elected and counting on the ability, his inaptitude to destroy our defensive systems and whatnot, and get our allies pissed off, and then little by little they're going to start picking this country apart till there's nothing left. You know, and unfortunately, this has happened to all real great societies in the world over the course of generations, thousands of years. You get these leaders that just don't care about their people. They use their people for their own benefit. You had them in Egypt, and you had Hitler trying to do it. You know, and Hitler wasn't smart enough to come up with all those ideas. He had Himmler and I can't remember the names of these people, but there was other people involved in it, just like Trump. Trump's not smart enough to come up with all this bullshit himself. He has people sitting around thinking up this crap, and it's all self-serving. You know, people, you list the people that don't want to necessarily be in Trump's administration. You don't want to be president. You want to be behind the scenes, because Trump's going to take all the flack. Trump's going to get the one that's going to be attacked and everything like that. That people behind the scenes that are doing all the dirty work, they're just laughing because Trump creates the chaos that allows them to put through the bills that they want to destroy democracy and to make them richer. All right, it's Saturday. Nothing's going on. It's raining down here. It's been really, we've got thunderstorms that you people would call hurricanes. So anyhow, listen, let me say I'll see you. I'll try tomorrow. I don't know, see what's going on. I think tomorrow is a slow day. I don't think I have anything to do tomorrow. So everybody out there, you take care, and I'll talk to you later.